I remember going to the hospital because I was afraid. I knew something wasn't right. Having a heart attack, I get little flashbacks here and there. Sometimes it takes something else to bring out what your issues really are and how something as drastic as that heart attack can change your life for the better.
Now, Mr. Lugo presents a classic case of what we call secondary mitral regurgitation. His leaflets were normal, but he'd suffered a heart attack, and so parts of the leaflets were tethered outward by the damaged part of his ventricle. That made him short of breath and really limited his activities.
They told me I had mitral regurgitation. Because of that, my valves are not sitting proper anymore, and that's what's causing me to be breathing heavily.
Now, his options were to go to surgery, but the surgical outcomes have never really proven that that helps them over the long run. There was a new device that was available called the MitraClip. Now, the problem is that when the MitraClip was initially approved, it was only approved for primary mitral regurgitation. To get a better understanding of its utility in secondary MR, though, we needed to do a trial called the COAPT trial. And that took patients just like Mr. Lugo. They had to have heart failure and they had to have severe enough mitral regurgitation to justify getting the MitraClip.
Well, they told me about the program. I was willing. I said, sure, let's give it a shot. My daughter was getting married. My son was coming back home. You got to survive this. In case you want to see grandchildren, start caring. So I started changing my ways. I just put my life in these doctors' hands. Because I'm not educated like they are. I can work on cars and trains. I can work on the house. They can't do that, you know? So I just felt like, dude, let the doctors handle their part and believe in them.
The MitraClip really has revolutionized our approach to mitral valve disease. The MitraClip allows an option for being treated just with a little catheter that goes up your inferior vena cava, pokes through the interatrial septum to get to the left atrium, and then literally using ultrasound to guide the interventionalist, it goes through the valve and these little alligator clips open up and they grab the leaflets and hold them together.
After the MitraClip, I think it was over before I knew it. Next thing I know, in the next few days, I started noticing you are feeling better. Your heart is not grasping for that oxygen. You're not as tired. You can move forward, you can do more. Before I couldn't dance, now I'm dancing better. Not better, but I can't dance anyways, but I'm having more fun on the dance floor.
Mr. Lugo has done great since his MitraClip. I think it has improved his symptoms. Certainly his mitral regurgitation has been reduced almost to nothing and has had a very good functional recovery from the procedure.
From thinking that I wasn't going to be around, I know I'm going to be here tomorrow. Where before, I didn't think I was going to make it through the night. So yeah, I think it changed my life completely. My doctors are the ones that saved me. From day one, from the beginning of my heart attack to the end of my surgery. But I know they did a great job. So, anybody ever asks me, where did you go? I'll tell them, Northwestern. Those are the heroes in my life.